Okay, let us begin the session. So the last class we had discussed about concrete and highway aggregates, and now highway and runway aggregates. Okay, so let me just describe you briefly about the highway and runway aggregates. Okay, so you might be aware of the highways, of course. uh, you know about the highways, right? So we require aggregates in order to construct the highways, and runways are the long roads, generally constructed in a flyover. So an aircraft, an aeroplane would run on the runway before taking off, right? So in order to construct the highway or the runway, we require aggregates. Okay, and these there are rocks used as aggregates. Okay, some of these rocks are, first of all, basalt. Okay, basalt is a basic igneous rock, and having a crushing strength between 2000 to 3000 kilogram per centimeter square. And then you have granites. Okay, granites are also used for the material as aggregate, in order to construct the highway and the runway aggregate. So this has got higher hardness, and it has got, there are different varieties of granites which can be used for road material. Okay, and you have sandstone. Then sandstone are the sedimentary rocks. Okay, it has got a crushing strength of about 600 kilogram per centimeter square, and they can be used as road stones because of very high hard nature. Okay, and they have good weathering resistance property as well. So apart from this, you have limestone, which is a sedimentary rock. Okay, and they are widely found, and these can be used to withstand normal traffic loads. Okay, most of these varieties of limestone are not very hard, so you can use them only in case you find that there is limited traffic load. Okay, right. So now with this, now we come to the last two topics in this particular unit. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, as you can see the syllabus probably here. Uh, so we have completed the highway and runway aggregates. Okay, now we would be looking at building stones, decorative stones, and roofing and facing stones. Okay, once we complete these three, then we would we would be finishing the first half of the unit 4. Okay, today inshallah I'll try to cover everything. Okay, and we'll also discuss about the your assignment. Okay, yes. Now coming to building stones and decorative stones. Okay, so building stones, as the name suggests, these are the stones which are used for building. Okay, for the foundation material, for the structural aspects of a building. Okay, decorative stones, on the other hand, they will be used for stone surfacing and decoration. Okay, and India has has got has exports large quantity of these decorative stones. So in decorative stone we can have granite, gabbros, basalt, genesis, slates, marbles, limestone, sandstone. So these are all the decorative stones. Okay, so now how we would look at the general classification of the decorative stones. So we would be discussing both the decorative stone and the building stone together. Okay, so these stones are broadly classified into three groups. So namely igneous rocks, okay, also known as the primary rocks, and then sedimentary rocks, also known as secondary rocks, and metamorphic, okay, which are also known as deformed rocks. Yes, is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So here, let us, briefly look at each of these types. So igneous rocks, whenever you are describing the rocks, okay, we would first, try to understand how these rocks are formed. So igneous rock, as you know, this is formed due to the solidification of the molten magma or lava. Okay, and they exhibit different crystalline structures and textures. Okay, and you may be knowing about further classification of the rocks. So there are intrusive rocks, extrusive rocks, then you have volcanic rocks, plutonic rocks, etc. So these rocks are found in different regions of India. You can find the intrusive rocks in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. So you can use these igneous rocks can be used both as a building stone and the decorative stone. Okay. Then secondly, we have sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the weathering and transportation, uh, and weathering and transportation of the existing rocks. Okay, they are generally deposited on the oceanic floor in the form of layers, and you have some of the examples of sedimentary rocks such as sandstone, limestone, shales, etc. Okay, these rocks are definitely weaker when compared to the igneous rock. And you see some of the basic monumental structures which are there in India are formed from red stones, are the red fort. Okay, one is the red fort, and you have a lot of buildings in Rajasthan where they are all made up of redstone. Okay, then thirdly, you have metamorphic rocks. So metamorphic rocks, as you know, are formed from the primary rock and the secondary rock, that is from both metamorphic and sedimentary rock, when these rocks are subjected to extreme temperature, pressure, or both of them. Okay, so some of the common metamorphic rocks are schist, gneiss, and marble. Okay, and the famous monumental structure made from marble, as you all know, is the Taj Mahal. Okay, so thus we have completed decorative stone and building stone. So let us try to find out if there is something new that we can find out regarding these. Okay, so you can just follow some of these links, the constructor.org. Here you can get to know about some of the stones used in building construction. So you can see here you have uh, basalt, granite, and then you have sandstone, slate, limestone, laterite, marble. Okay, nice quartzite, travertine. So these are the different rocks used both in buildings and as decorative stones. Okay, decorative stones in the sense they will be used only in the outer surface. Okay, which is visible outside, because that's the main aim of decoration. So next, we can see here we would move on to roofing and facing stones. Okay, roofing simply means that those rocks or stones which are used for the construction of roof. Okay, now you have certain requirements for the rocks to be used in roofing and for facing. Okay, now they should have, first of all, these rocks should have a sufficient degree of fissility to allow them to split into thin slabs. Okay, when there is a requirement for any rock, okay, to be used in roof, so they should be there should be a capability of these stones to be able to split up into thin slabs. Okay, and they should be durable. Okay, it is very important for these stones to be durable, long lasting, and they should be impermeable, because a roof is a structure which is constantly in touch with the rainwater during rainfall, so it needs to be impermeable. Otherwise, there could be a serious damage to the the structure. Okay, so these tiles, they should be able to be molded into tiles, and they should be cheaper, and which needs to be cut into the desired size. Okay, so slate is a stone which is generally used for roofing. Okay, and slates have been worked for roofing purposes, mostly in Britain. They are of different colors like gray, blue, purple, etc., having a density of um, around 2.59 milligram per meter cube, and it has a specific gravity of between 2.7 to 2.9. Okay, let us try to see more about the roofing and facing stones. Okay, try to understand these topics, these two topics. They are the smaller topics. I mean, not, you need not study into depth. Okay, if there is any question asked about roofing and facing stone, it would be only from short answers. Okay, or maximum for 5 marks. So roofing, so let us try to see here. So mostly you are getting in the search also the stones or rocks which are used for building. Okay, so for roofing we can see some of the images here. Okay, so here the material that I'm following, mostly it is talking about the slate. Okay, slate which is used for a roofing purpose. Okay, let us try to understand about the facing. Okay, the faces of a wall. Okay, facing means the faces of the wall. So any of the, so those rocks or stones which are used for in the walls, in constructing of the faces of the wall, would be known as the facing stone. Okay, so you can know more about it, about these as well. So we have just seen in a nutshell about the roofing and facing stones. Now let us move to the next topic, that is geology of dams and reservoirs. Okay, so most of you might be aware of the dams. Okay, why are dams constructed? Dams are constructed in order to have a high head of water, in order to conserve water. Okay, so you can briefly define dam as a structure which is built or constructed across a river to store water. Okay, so it is a barrier which holds back water. So you generally have a reservoir in the downstream area of a dam, and it also prevents the flow of excess water into a specific region. Okay, let us try to understand more about dams and reservoir. Here you can see the different types of dams. Before that, quickly let us look at how a dam looks like. Okay, so this you can, please don't try to disturb the screen here.
ये पूरी स्क्रीन की वाट लगा दी है, देखो। सही हो गया। कौन करेगी? हाँ, अधिबा इधर आओ।
शाज माइक ऑफ करिए। Sir, please continue.
Okay, fine. There was a small disturbance here, so I've just ensured that no one can disturb the screen. See here, this is the structure of a dam. Okay, please try to look at the different parts of the dam. The top portion is known as the crest. Okay, see here, you can be asked about a dam in 5 marks type of question in either A bit or B bit of your essay type questions, the 10 marks questions. So just see here, you have the upstream side and the downstream side. So you would have, say, the reservoir over here. Okay, in the at the upstream side, you have parapet walls at the top. Okay, the top portion is known as the crest. Okay, so here you have heel. This portion is known as heel, and this portion is known as toe. Okay, so the part of the dam which comes into contact with the ground in the upstream region is known as heel, whereas that part of dam which comes in contact with the ground in the downstream area would be known as the toe. Okay, just make sure, yeah, that you understand both heel and toe. Then you have abutments. Okay, the sides of the valley on which the dam structure rests. You can't see the abutment here because only we are seeing the cross section of a dam here. So apart from that, we have freeboard. Okay, freeboard. So the difference in level between the top of the dam level and the highest storage level somewhere over here. So you can find the freeboard over here. And galleries are small rooms. Okay, you can see the gallery here, small rooms which are left in the dam for checking operations. Okay, and you have diversion tunnels. Diversion tunnels cannot be seen in this particular view. What you need to understand about the diversion tunnels is they are constructed for diverting the river water. Okay, and it will help in keeping the river bed dry at the dam site, and the facilitates dam construction. Okay, then you have spillway, right? Spillway is over here, you can see, and it is an arrangement made in a dam on the top to let off the excess water, okay, of the reservoir to the downstream area, right? Then you have sluice. Okay, sluice gate, you have sluice way over here. It is an opening in the dam, and it is useful in clearing the silt of the reservoir. Okay, so reservoir water would contain lot of silt, mud, okay, the soil particles, and in order to clear that, you have the sluice way. Then you have a part known as cutoff wall. Cutoff wall is at the bottom portion, okay, not seen over here, and this is an underground well like structure. Okay, and present at the heel side, and it is useful in preventing leakage under the foundation. Okay, water will not penetrate inside, and also it is necessary for the uplift pressure. Okay, so the purpose of the construction of dam, you know very well what are the purposes of construction of dam. You need to have, in order to conserve water, the dams, and dams would supply water for irrigation purpose, and in agriculture it generates hydroelectricity. Okay, and water can also be used for navigation purpose, and also floods can be controlled with the help of dams. So these dams are greatly required. So let us now see at the types of dams. Okay, you have four types of dams based on the purpose. Okay, storage dam, detention dam, diversion dam, and coffer dam, as you can see on the screen. Let us see one by one. Now, storage dam, simply this is the most simplest form of dam. The main purpose of constructing this is to create a reservoir. Okay, reservoir is a huge land which stores water, and during the period when there is huge flow in the river. So, and this water which is stored in the reservoir may be used for irrigation power generation, water supply, etc. Now, detention dam, it is to detain the flood water or the excess water and release the stored water at a later at a controlled rates. Okay, and this is constructed in order to ensure that the downstream area is protected from damage due to floods. This may be also used as a storage dam. Diversion dam, as the name suggests, it is used to divert part of the water from the river into a channel, or it may divert the water into a canal for irrigation purpose. You have a coffer dam. Okay, it is a temporary dam to exclude water from a specific area. If there is, an area which needs to be, separated, excluded from water, then a coffer dam is constructed. And sometimes it would behave like a diversion dam in case it has to retain the construction site to be dry. Right. So these are the four types of dams. In brief, we have seen. So you can expect an essay type question, long answer question, which could, there could be a question on the definition of dam, diagram of dam, labeling the parts, okay, and mentioning the function of each of the parts, and then the types of dams. So you should be able to answer that question. So based on the structural behavior also, we have a four types of dams. Okay, please make sure that you learn each and every classification. Now there is gravity dam. Okay, and then you have some description. We have description in short. Okay, as you can see in this figure. Gravity dams, first of all, you need to know that they are wall-like concrete structures, okay, which are very heavy and massive. Okay, entire weight acts vertically downwards. Okay, the total force is transferred on a small area of the foundation, and wherever you have stable rocks, okay, you can construct a gravity dam. Then you have buttress dam. Okay, this is a buttress dam, as you can see. Okay, and this consists of a deck which slopes upstream. You can see the deck upstream. Here this is not a very clear photograph of a buttress dam. Let us see how buttress dam looks like. See here, these are the buttress dams, and it slopes upstream. Okay, you can see here. These are this is something which is known as deck. Okay, which is sloping upwards, and you have buttress walls. Okay, see here, these are the buttress dams, and they can be constructed with weak rocks also, but we require a better foundation. Then you have finally arch dams. Let us see what about these arch dams. These are arch shapes, as you can see here, and the convex side of the arch dam always faces upstream. This convex shape faces upstream, and the pressure is transmitted to the abutments with the help of arch action. These are suitable for narrow, deep, and river cut gorges and considered for wider valleys. So, in short, you have seen these different types of dams here. And another classification is concrete dams and earth dams. So, these four types of the gravity, buttress, and arch dams are all concrete dams. Okay, and earth dam doesn't have any further classification. Generally, the shape of earth dam is trapezoidal. Okay, let us see how an earth dam looks like. Say this is an earth dam. Okay, the shape would be trapezoidal, as you can see in this figure. Okay, and they are constructed by clay, sand, or gravel, and these are constructed at places where you have appropriate rocks, okay, at a great depth. And mostly earth is used as the material, that is the mud, soil, and in case rock is used as a material, then the dam would be known as rock fill dam. Okay, so they may possess impervious cores or facings. Okay, So we have seen here about the types of dams and their description. Okay, let us see the problems associated with dam foundations and reservoirs. So there have been failures in dams. Some of the failures have occurred in the past. One of the dams, which was known as St. Francis Dam, built between 1924 and 1926, which was a concrete gravity arch dam. But there was a dam failure due to the leakage of stored water. Okay, and also the dam failed by sliding. So let us see at some of the dam disasters. Okay, dam disasters or the dam failures occur due to miscellaneous reasons. Some of the disasters are caused like dams on shales. So if this these suppose there are two types of shales. Okay, shales are the rocks actually, and cementation shales or compaction shales. Okay, so during construction, generally the cementation shales are stronger. Okay, but they are soft and soluble when subjected to wetting and drying. Okay, during excavation work, swelling may develop and create more problems. So therefore we need to coat the surface of the rocks with asphalt. Okay, and gravity dams will not be constructed on compaction shales. Sometimes the dams may be constructed on soluble rocks. Okay. Now, what are these soluble rocks? Some of the rocks are limestone, dolomite, and marble. Okay, as you can see, these are the sedimentary rocks, and I'm talking about the topography or the foundation. They are not strong enough to support the weight of the dam. Okay, so if these rocks have openings, such as channels, then it may lead to leakage of water through the reservoir. And therefore, we need to be very careful while constructing the dam. Then dams of jointed and permeable rocks. Sometimes dams may be constructed of jointed on jointed rocks or permeable rocks. But as you know, permeable rocks would allow water to percolate inside it, and there would be an uplift pressure. Due to this uplift pressure, the water would be leaked from the reservoir. Okay, and this could cause the sliding of the structure. If dams are constructed on faults, then the fault failure may occur. Okay, the bearing strength of the crushed and fissured rock would increase, and there could be an in case of an earthquake also, such dams would be in problem. So these are some of the failures of dams. You might look at some case history regarding the failures of dams. So there are dams which you might study. I'm trying to name some of them: Malpasset Dam, Lafayette Dam, and Cedar Lake Dam. Okay, these are some of the foreign dams. uh, you may study the failure of these dams. So probably you might be asked about the dam failures also. Now, we would look at engineering geology of major dam sites of India. This is the topic that we are going to discuss now. So here you have a lot of dams, major dams in India. We would be looking at two or three dams now. First dam, which is known as Bhakra Dam. Okay, let us now try to see some of the features of Bhakra Dam. Okay, this is very important. Please don't try to ignore the engineering geology of major dam sites. Okay, you might get a, long answer question on these. You may be asked to describe any of the dam dams, that is the engineering geology of the dams. Okay, now first of all, what are the points that we need to know about the dam? Okay, this is the Bhakra Dam, Bhakra Nangal Dam, and it is a multi-purpose gravity dam. Okay, so it was so first we need to know it is a concrete gravity dam, of course a multi-purpose dam as well, and situated on Satluj River in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, It forms the Gobind Sagar Reservoir. And then what you need to know is when it was constructed, 1963. Okay, height of the dam is 226 meters. Length of the dam is 518.25 meter. Okay, and it covers spread over an area of 168 kilometers square, and third largest reservoir in India. So this is something which you need to know. Okay, then what is it? So you need to know where this was constructed. The gorge in the dam area is made up of alternating layers of fairly hard and thick bedded sandstones. Okay, some of the features you may know here. Okay, it is one of the highest gravity dams in the world. Okay, you need to know this. uh, the highest being USA's Oroville Dam, and this is one of the highest gravity dam. And you need to know that this river Satluj is flowing between through a narrow gorge between two hills. Okay, and this is a part of larger multi-purpose project, that is Bhakra Nangal. So what are the uses of these dams? Irrigation, then electricity generation, fishing. The reservoir is homes fishes of different species. Commercial fishing takes place by the local fishermen. So tourism, some of the displacement of the people. So there are, I'll be, don't worry about these. I'll be giving main important points regarding this. Let us see about Idukki Dam. Okay, Idukki Dam is constructed across Periyar River. Okay, let us see about the Idukki Dam. It is a double curvature arch dam, okay, constructed across Periyar River, and one of the highest arch dams in Asia. It is a storage type of dam, okay, and owned by Kerala State Electricity Board. And a brief history about the dam: constructed in 19, idea was conceived in 1919, and in 1922 uh, they thought about the suitable place for the construction, and construction actually took place in 1969. Okay, so by 1973 or 1976 the dam was completely constructed. Okay, and it is constructed between two mountains. This is something which you need to know: Kuravan Mala and Kuravati Mala. So length of the dam and width of the dam, and the bottom width, top width, and how much concrete was used. You can just know the basic points. Okay, any dam that you are going to construct, any dam that you are going to describe, while answering the question, make sure you tell about the location, when it was constructed, on which river. Okay, and then a brief idea about the features of the dam. Okay, that is the length, width, the height of the dam, then of course the usage. So you can see Idukki Dam, it is used in power generation, irrigation, etc. Okay, so you have two more dams: Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is a masonry dam, okay, and located in Nalgonda district of Andhra Pradesh. And Hirakud Dam, okay, which is an earth dam. So if you can learn about these four dams. Okay, the only the Bhakra Dam is a bit longer, but most of the other dams are have very brief description about them. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. So you can just, we have seen now the problems associated with dam foundation, then analysis of dam failure, geology of major dam sites as well. Okay, so this is, there is one topic that we had skipped: engineering geological investigation for demand water tightness in reservoir site. Let me just look at this. So just about this is about the investigations that you need to do, okay, before constructing a dam. Okay, so this is about the reservoirs. So you can do these things. Just give me some time, I'll come up with the answer regarding this topic. Okay, so the next class that we have probably on Thursday on 21st. Okay, we'll try to wind up and complete off the unit 5 as well. Okay, so with that we will be completing engineering geology. So I'll be giving you the assignment in a WhatsApp group, or one student may contact me. Okay,
I
I'll
will
give you the
contact you.
questions. Yes.
Sir, please give us required amount of dates, sir. I mean, long time to
Yeah,
give
yeah,
the
sure, sure,
answer. Yeah.
sure. You have time before the your internal examination starts. I think by 15th you have your exam starting from 15th. Okay, you will be. I think you might have got circular regarding the same. So you have a time of around 2 week. You still have days in this January month. You have a lot of time in February as well. Okay, so make sure you complete the assignments and send it by soft copy through email. And one person had told that he would meet me regarding the notes, but he couldn't again come back on Friday. So whenever I can give the
Sir,
notes so that you can
I will
study
come
that.
tomorrow, sir. I will come tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay. Inshallah, yes. Please take. I'll give you. Maybe you can take a time of 1 or 2 hours, but get it xeroxed and bring it back to me.
Okay,
Or
sir.
you may make a PDF soft copy of the same, and you may take printout, so it will remain with you. Okay. So yeah, with this, I'll conclude the session. I just I hope that everyone has sent their attendance in the chat window.
Sir, I
Okay,
will
please
be
make sure
sharing the
those who have.
screenshot to on your WhatsApp, sir. I will be sharing the screenshot.
No issues. No, today I have the access on the system. I have the attendance with me. You can send the screenshot. Not there's no issue regarding that. I've saved the chat. So just make sure uh, everyone enters the attendance. The time is less than a minute now. So just make sure that you attend the session on 21st. You will be completing of the geological syllabus. Okay, and most probably I'll also be giving you the assignment. You have ample time. Don't worry about the time. Okay, you can do it at your own pace. Make sure that you send it before 10th of Feb so that it's easy for me to finalize the marks.
Thank you for your precious time, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Yeah, jazakallah khair.